Hey everyone, welcome back to Stock Predictor. Today, we're diving into something that's been hitting all of us lately, the things that just aren't worth buying anymore. Prices have skyrocketed, quality has dropped, and honestly, some of this stuff just isn't giving the value it used to. If you've felt like your money doesn't stretch as far as it used to, you're not alone. Let's get into the things that have officially crossed into the overpriced zone in 2025, and what you should do instead. Let's start with something that used to be everyone's go-to splurge, new smartphones. For years, upgrading your phone every year or two felt normal. But now, it's getting ridiculous. The latest iPhone or Samsung Galaxy easily costs over $1,000, and guess what? The upgrades are so minimal it's almost insulting. Better camera, slightly brighter screen, new color, that's about it. The truth is, even a phone that's 3 or 4 years old works just fine today. Performance hasn't fallen behind enough to justify that massive price tag. Unless your current phone is breaking down, it's just not worth buying a new one anymore. Keep your current device, replace the battery if needed, and save your money. Next up, brand name clothing and sneakers. Remember when buying Nike, Adidas, or Gucci meant you were getting top quality? Not anymore. Many of these companies have shifted production to cheaper materials, while prices have doubled. A pair of sneakers that used to cost $90 now sells for $180, and limited editions can go for $300 or more. But quality-wise, you're still getting the same shoe, maybe even worse. What you're really paying for now is hype and logo recognition. There are tons of smaller or lesser-known brands offering higher quality shoes and clothes for a fraction of the price. If you want to look good and keep your wallet healthy, skip the overpriced labels. Let's talk about streaming services. Remember when streaming was supposed to save us from cable bills? Those days are gone. Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, Prime Video, Paramount+, Peacock, and the list keeps growing. Each one costs at least $10 to $20 a month, and they keep raising prices while removing shows. Some even started adding ads despite charging you full price. You're now paying cable money for less content and more frustration. The smart move now is to rotate your subscriptions. Subscribe to one or two at a time, watch what you want, cancel, and move to the next. That's how you take back control from these overpriced monthly drains. Another big one. New cars. Prices have gone absolutely crazy. The average new car in the US now costs over $45,000, and even basic models that used to be considered affordable are way out of reach. Plus, dealer markups, financing rates, and expensive add-ons make it worse. And the sad truth, cars are depreciating faster than ever. You drive it off the lot, and boom, you've lost thousands. Meanwhile, the used car market still has good options if you're patient. Buying slightly used, something 2 to 4 years old, is way smarter right now. You'll save a fortune and still get something reliable. Then we've got designer handbags and luxury accessories. Let's be honest, these are status symbols more than anything else. Companies like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and Gucci have raised prices 20–40% in just the last few years, not because the materials cost more, but because they know people will still buy for the status. The bags haven't changed much in quality, but now you're dropping thousands just for the logo. Unless you're buying it as an investment piece that might appreciate, it's not worth it anymore. There are incredible luxury-inspired brands that offer genuine leather and great craftsmanship for under $200. Let's move into coffee shops, specifically, those daily Starbucks runs. It used to be a $3 treat. Now, a venti drink can cost over $7, and that adds up to more than $2,000 a year if you go regularly. The kicker, you can make the same thing at home for a fraction of the price. Get yourself a decent espresso machine or milk frother, and you'll be shocked how quickly it pays for itself. Coffee shops are fun occasionally, but they're officially in the overpriced lifestyle category now. Next, subscription boxes. Whether it's snacks, beauty products, or mystery gadgets, these boxes have exploded in popularity. But most of them aren't good value anymore. You're paying $40 or $50 for sample-size products, most of which you'll never use. Companies fill them with cheap filler items and count on you forgetting to cancel. The thrill of surprise wears off quickly, and you're left wondering where your money went. If you really like one type of product, buy it directly instead of gambling on what shows up each month. Let's not forget furniture from big box stores like IKEA or Wayfair. They used to be great budget options, but prices have risen and quality has dropped. Thin materials, poor assembly, and short lifespan, yet the prices keep climbing. Instead of spending hundreds on something that'll fall apart in a year, try checking local furniture makers, thrift stores, or Facebook Marketplace. You can often find solid wood pieces for less money that'll last decades. Here's another one that might surprise you, smart home gadgets. A few years ago, having smart bulbs, plugs, and speakers felt futuristic and fun. But now, it's mostly overpriced gimmicks. Companies lock you into their ecosystems, force updates that break compatibility, and the stuff stops working after a couple of years. A regular light switch and a good thermostat do the same job, without needing an app to turn on your lamp. If it's not genuinely saving you energy or time, it's probably not worth the cost. Now let's talk about gym memberships. After the pandemic, a lot of gyms raised their prices, adding extra, wellness, or maintenance, fees. Yet most people only go a few times a month, if that. Home workouts, YouTube classes, and basic equipment like resistance bands or dumbbells can get you fit without monthly fees. If you're really serious about fitness, there are plenty of outdoor and free options too. Unless you're actually going several times a week, a gym membership is just another overpriced expense. Next up, concerts and live events. Ticket prices have gone insane. We're talking hundreds, sometimes thousands, for a single show once you add fees. The experience is fun, sure, but you could stream live performances in HD for a fraction of that. Unless it's your favorite artist and it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance, think twice. The entertainment industry knows fans will pay, but don't let hype drain your wallet. Let's talk about fast fashion for a second. Brands like Shein, Zara, and H&M. While they seem cheap up front, the quality is so poor you end up replacing items constantly. And now, even those cheap clothes are getting pricier. They're not made to last, and they add up over time. Instead, build a capsule wardrobe with fewer, higher quality items you'll actually wear for years. Another item that's totally overpriced now, bottled water. It sounds basic, but when you're paying $2, $3 for something that literally comes out of your tap, it's not a smart buy. With a good water filter and a reusable bottle, you'll save hundreds per year. Plus, it's better for the planet. Let's hit electronics accessories like phone chargers, cases, and cables. Big name brands mark these up massively. A $5 cable gets sold for $30 just because of branding. Meanwhile, third-party versions from reputable brands on Amazon or Best Buy do the same job for less. Just check reviews and make sure they're certified for safety. Another money trap right now, fancy kitchen appliances. Air fryers, blenders, toasters, every brand is trying to convince you to buy the latest, smart, model. But unless you're running a full-time cooking channel, it's overkill. Most of these gadgets gather dust after a month. Stick to the basics that actually make your life easier instead of buying every new trending appliance. Travel and hotel stays also deserve mention. Prices have exploded since 2020. Airlines are charging for every little thing, and hotels add resort fees that make a one-night stay cost hundreds. Instead of expensive hotels, consider vacation rentals or traveling during off-peak times. You'll save a ton and still enjoy the experience. And finally, the newest tech fads. Things like VR headsets, AI gadgets, or new, smart devices look exciting, but they're usually first-generation products that drop in price fast. Early adopters end up paying double for tech that becomes outdated in a year. Waiting 6 to 12 months usually saves you hundreds and gets you a better version. At the end of the day, it's not just about being frugal, it's about being intentional. The world has shifted. Companies are charging more for less and counting on people not to notice. But when you take a step back, compare prices, and question what you really need, you'll realize how much you can save without sacrificing your quality of life. So, before you hit buy now, ask yourself, is this worth what they're charging today, or am I just used to thinking it is? That's it for today's video, guys. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Stock Predictor, and turn on notifications